Okay, so welcome to Landscapes Better Living. I'm Jay Archer from Green Jay Landscaping. And one of the things that we try to separate ourselves from lawnscaping in America is to reimagine these square boxes and rectangles and these linear spaces that conform to our idea of landscaping. Now this is once again a completely organic natural lawn, no pesticides. And what we did is we did a little shade border with some shade-loving ground covers and some perennials, some black-eyed Susan, some geraniums, daylilies. We used the lawn to frame this. So a nice border with simple plants makes everything look better. Also over here, we have hosta. This is all existing. We repurposed it. Vinca myrtle is a consistent ground cover here. That's going to give us color in early spring and, suppress weeds. We have goat's beard in the back. All of these is introduction of more native plants into the landscape. We transplanted some of these skipinensis, skip laurels. Here's butterfly weed. So this is a reworking of a courtyard. So what we did here is we want to frame the lawn as a lawn terrace or courtyard. So we use some of the same plants over and over again. So we have St. John's wort blooming with the geraniums here in the vinca. The vinca is consistently ground covered throughout. Here we have Weigela, wine and rose Weigela. We have morning glory for some summer interest and bougainvillea. The client wanted to screen the fence from the kitchen windows. So we added some ilex glaber on a berm. So we bermed this up, give it some height, and we got some big plants in here to screen from here. And again, the impatiens are great for all summer color with the nepeta and the hydrangea come and go. What we did here is we framed the lawn a little bit so you walk on and off. There was a pre-existing drain here. So although I'm not crazy about the drain serves a function. We respect that. We put the vinca, so the vinca will, over time, cover the drain and still allow the water in. So we need to be creative in our design and construction practices to accommodate existing features in a landscape. And here, we were concerned that we weren't getting light because the light barely comes over here at this time. We use ilex steeds to give us some height against a nice white vinyl fence. And we have hydrangea petilaris, climbing hydrangea on a trellis here, so that eventually will climb up the nice vinyl fence. So we have our evergreens for winter interest, and even the hydrangea is going to provide some form and function for the winter. For annual color, we have more morning glories and bougainvillea to be consistent with our lattice work over there. We transplanted the existing Annabelle hydrangea to good effect here, repurposed them, and they're blooming nicely. More New Guinea impatiens, different color for the shade. This pops out nicely. And this whole effect gives us a nice courtyard for the summer. So just one landscape feature I want to point out. When we were first called in, it was for maintenance. And the client said to us that they had basically begged their previous provider to reimagine their landscape, but apparently they were not up to the challenge. So one of the first things that we noticed when we came in here, the mulch kept washing onto the concrete. So one of the most important first steps is to put in this metal landscape edge. That successfully created a border, even though we had to bend it around to hold in the mulch and the soil. This is a very important maintenance thing. It keeps it nice and clean if you're trying to separate gravel from the lawn, or the lawn from something else, or in this case, the bed from the mulch coming onto the landscape. If you like what you've seen, check out our website, greenjaylandscaping.com.